My brand is me. Aaron Banderoff is 29. Aaron, as is also known, has a very high opinion of his own importance in the youth culture of Lower Manhattan in New York. As far as he is concerned, you can presume that every cool person youth of Delancey Street will like what he likes. No need to ask them what they want. Ask him. Aaron has been asking himself a question lately: how do I turn my lifestyle into a business? Butterworth dropped out of high school at age 15 to live a wild life and hang out with the people who were worth hanging out with. He got a job in Lower Manhattan at a store selling items with the Supreme name on them. Theoretically a skateboard brand, Supreme was a really brand about attitude. In his store, clerks would insult you to your face if you weren't cool enough. Aaron was not only cool enough, he was photographed for Supreme ads and became its unofficial face. Supreme caught on in Japan. By the time Badaraf was 21, he was visiting Tokyo and getting asked for autographs by kids who had seen his picture in magazines. They weren't exactly sure who he was, they just equated his image with fame and style. One fan called him the guy who gets famous for doing nothing. While still working a retail job, he was also making a business out of being a cool guy. A group in Australia paid for him to come there to discuss new trends. His elaborate birthday party was subsidized by Nike. He was figuring out that he had the option of becoming a counter expert. He concluded that there was no reason to rent his coolness to other companies. If they could earn revenue from his great taste, he figured, he could earn even more. Young people have always found fresh ways to rebel, express individuality, or form subcultural communities. New art, new music, new literature, new films, new form of leisure, or even whole new media forms. Aaron's preferred form of expression, however, is none of those things. He calls it anything. He talks about it as something bold, radical, and anti-big business. He makes it sound like some very hip independent film company or a punk band. In fact, anything is just a brand. Abram puts the label on the t-shirts, hats, and other items, which he sells in his own store, among other places. This might seem strange, since most of us think of branding as a roughly corporate practice. It's what huge companies do, and it involves financial assets in the tens of millions. After all, a 30-second TV ad can cost as much as 25 $2.5 million.